Okay, so here's a quick review of my top 5 books on raw foods. Number 1 has got to be David Wolfe's Unfood Diet Success System. This book, more than any other, really carries the magic of eating this way, in the sense that where other raw food books will talk about calorie breakdowns, enzymes and food combining, Sunfood Diet really deals with the transformation one undergoes when eating this way. That's not to say it doesn't contain any science, it's just that the other books tend to focus exclusively on it. Wolfe's infectious passion for the raw food lifestyle really just jumps off the page, and it's that which taught me more about raw foods than any graphs, charts or statistics did. He also emphasises that we all have an innate genius that becomes available to us once we remove the chemical obstructions that have blocked our energy meridians due to a lifetime of poor food choices. Reading Sunfood Diet really helped me understand that eating live foods was key in tapping into my full potential. Number 2 would be Victoria Boutenko's Green Smoothie books, which really turned me on to the importance of greens in our diet and their alkalizing effect on the bloodstream, which was a new feeling having spent a lifetime eating predominantly foods which acidified my blood. With an alkalized bloodstream came a peace of mind I'd seldom felt before. Boutenko states that most of the Western world is deficient in the minerals found in leafy green vegetables. And since no one wants to eat a bag of raw spinach every day, juicing them in a blender and adding some fruit really helps us get our greens in whilst tasting delicious at the same time. A green smoothie every other day alone is enough to radically improve health and well-being, but they're also a perfect bridge between eating a typical junk diet to eating raw full time. Now, no one wants to go from cheeseburgers to salads overnight, so smoothies are the perfect transitional tool and are probably one of the best medicines available. Next up is 80-10-10 by Doug Graham. Now, this book really highlights the reason why most people fail on a raw food diet, and that is they don't get anywhere near enough calories as they need. So they'll eat some lettuce and fruit and think they've made a meal, when really you should be increasing the amount of food you eat tenfold to really succeed. But there's a beautiful simplicity to Graham's approach in that everything you need to succeed on a raw diet you can find at your local high street fruit and veg stall. As in, you won't need supplements, superfoods, pills, powders or detox plans. It's just about eating simple whole foods and ensuring you're meeting your caloric needs. Number 4 would be Arnold Ehret's Mucusless Diet Healing System, which suggests that most illness is caused by the mucus and chemical residue left over from the insufficient breakdown of foods we're not biologically designed for. In other words, fruits and vegetables being fully bioavailable leave no mucus in the system as the body is fully able to digest them, which means no toxic buildup. Eric also highlights the ignorance of the medical community that favours pharmaceuticals over changes in diet, meaning a doctor will prescribe more toxic drugs rather than inquire about the patient's eating habits. We're reminded of Hippocrates' quote, "Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food." The best doctors are the ones that use food first and drugs second. So if you want to stop getting sick, eat better. The common cold is literally the process of coughing up months of mucus caused by mucus-forming foods, which pasteurised dairy is one of the chief culprits. Being into my 4th year as a raw foodist, I can fully appreciate the feeling of having a body free of mucus. Raw fruits and vegetables will literally wash out years of waste, leaving the body mucus-free. This is one of the reasons long-time raw fooders talk about not having a common cold for all the time they've been on a raw diet. And finally, though not technically a raw food book, but a book that carries the same message nonetheless, is Colin Campbell's China Study, which like Ehret asserts that sickness and disease is caused primarily by unnatural foods we're not biologically designed for, and that to reverse this condition, a diet in whole, fresh, organic, unrefined plant foods is advised. There's compelling evidence which shows how simple blueberries are able to open up clogged arteries, but all whole raw plant foods tend to have this healing and rejuvenating effect. Nature is ultimately a healing force, and it's our insistence on eating unnatural foods that's led us down the road of heart disease, cancer, strokes, obesity, diabetes and so on. The simple fact is that no one ever got sick eating fruits and vegetables. So yeah, for health, well-being, longevity, clarity, detoxification and the best weapon against illness, raw foods are where it's at.